Welcome to the Schalke vs. Magdeburg pre-match briefing. Press conference is already wrapped with Majmer Muslic. We got 3 takeaways from this upcoming match. What can we expect from Magdeburg? What's the latest on the player news and injuries? And what are the predictions? First with Magdeburg, second from the bottom of the table. This should be a cakewalk, right? No, this is not going to be a cakewalk. Do we not recall what happened last season? Magdeburg was absolutely one of our bogey teams. Jack mentioned it on the podcast. This team's always seemed to put goals up against us, and this team can score goals. They are second from the bottom of the table, but they have 7 goals this season. How many goals do we have? 5 goals this season. How many goals were from open play? 1. That means 4 goals came from set pieces. So if our set pieces are not on, we're going to struggle. Defensively, we might. This team, as Majmer Muslic says, one of the best teams possession-wise in this fight, the Liga. They play attacking football. They create a lot of chances. Their manager, Marcus Fiedler, came from the Stuttgart Youth Academy management system. He's a good manager, and he's building off what Magdeburg had last season. Last season, as you recall, Magdeburg were in contention for promotion under Christian Titz. They finished 5th in the table, so you should expect them to kind of regain that form, or will they? That large part it will be due to what we can do to prevent them from scoring on us and getting those opportunities. So this is a very good team. It is a way that the home crowd for Magdeburg is very good. Their choreography is amazing, so they're gonna get a boost from their fans. This should be a difficult game. So if you're just looking at the table alone, don't let that fool you. What's the latest on the players? What players do we have available? Well, Peter Remmert has been training. Everyone has noticed that. Good to have him back in training. But Majmer Muslic warned us that he is not quite ready yet to be implemented into the lineup or into the game plan. He will likely be next week inserted into the lineup in some fashion. But this week, he's just getting integrated into the team, back training. He is fit. They don't want to rush him. I think that's the right thing to do. We have several options that we could bring. So Peter Remmert is on the positive trend. Ron Schallenberg is a guy who missed practice yesterday. And many wondered, is this a serious thing? Is he out? He's been one of our key players this season. Majmer Muslic said, don't worry. It was precautionary. We don't want to overstress him. He's been playing a lot, many minutes. We just simply sat him out to make sure he doesn't get hurt. He will absolutely be involved on Saturday. And it's important because his role in that midfield position to stop the attack from coming through the middle, helping out the defense, and then ball distribution with him. He's so good. You don't notice him because he's very quiet in the game, but he does his job very, very well. One of the most consistent players for us this season. So it's great news to have Ron Schallenberg inserted back into the lineup, or he's not going to miss the game despite the missing practice over that recently. So now, a name that came up during the press conference was Musa Chabara, obviously our talented Kanapichvita product. He was out with a big injury from this past winter. All of a sudden, he's training again. He's back in training. So the question was, are we gonna see Chabara? When are we gonna see Chabara? Majmer Muslic acknowledged, look, this is a super talent that we have. We cannot rush him, especially with this kind of injury to the knee. We have to make sure that we are very careful. Listen to the trainers. Don't put any undue pressure by setting a timeline for his return. So they're going to watch it week by week, day by day, and then make a determination once the medical staff and the player feel that they're 100% ready to go. But he's absolutely in the plans for Schalke, and he will fit into the system. Majmer Muslic cannot wait to get this player into the system because he feels it fits like a glove and will make the team, the attack, that much more formidable, or more formidable than it presently is. So cannot wait for his return. Then a name kept coming up in the press conference, Amin Younes. We've talked about how Jack and I talked about how he's kind of fallen out of favor because he doesn't really fit the system. He fit the system last season very well and flourished last year. But this year, we have rarely seen him. And it's not because of injury, it's just because of fit. And so they asked, is he fit? Will he play? Will we see him? It seems like we had plenty of opportunity in recent games, the Kiel, Kaiserslautern games, other games, even the Leipzig game, to put him in there because he is that creative spark. Majmer Muslic kind of danced around the question. He acknowledged the skill set that is Amin Younes and what he brings. But without saying yes or no to the question, he said some people fit to systems really well, other players do not, you know. He says, we've been doing this for 7 weeks now. We know what we got on the team with all the players, you know, and some people are working out really well and some people are not, and so we have to make adjustments along the way. And what I got from that is, Amin Younes is not in the plans. As much as we want him to be, as much as we think he will be a contributor, Myron Muslich does not see value in this player presently, and so we should hold our breath to think Amin Younes is going to come and save the day. I think it's a mistake, especially with the lack of offense. And to that, Myron Muslich said, look, this first 7 weeks thus far, our main focus has been the defense. Now we realize that we got a little bit better of a balance. We're going to start working on the attack, and the attack will come. We'll see. I'm not quite convinced just yet, but hey, I'm optimistic. I think Amin Younes could help tremendously in that regard, but you know, Myron Muslich is the guy who's making the decision, and he says no, so it is what it is, I guess. But we did get another new player, Dylan Leonard from Australia. Journalists asked Myron Muslich his thoughts, his first impressions on the young man from Australia, and he's very impressed. Great skill set, great charisma. They love the accent, the Australian accent, right? They said, how fast can we see him? And they're like, look, we're not going to rush it. It's a big leap from Australian football to European football in Schalke. But he's taken very well. He's been very impressive in practice. And so I think the chances of seeing Dylan Leonard before Amin Younes are 100% there. You're going to see Dylan Leonard, I would venture, within the next month out there on the pitch. Not necessarily starting because he's only 18 years old. But you will, we should all expect to see Dylan Leonard way before we see Amin Younes. But, hey, Muslich continues to surprise us in good ways and bad ways, so maybe this will be another way that we get surprised by Myron Muslich. Finally, we're here to the prediction time. What is the prediction for this game we play? We're 6th in the table in Magdeburg, or 17th, second from last. It should be a cakewalk, a must-win, right? Well, let's slow your roll. Magdeburg is super good, as we mentioned in the beginning of this. They've been our bogey team. Absolutely have. They've scored at least 3 goals every game over the last 3-4 games against us, it seems like. It feels like they at least get 3 goals a game against us. Even a 5 spot against us last season. So this is not going to be easy. At Magdeburg is not going to be easy. But the one thing I'm taking away from this is that we are on the road, and we've played much better on the road than we have at home, surprisingly. And so my prediction is it's going to be a hard-fought match. It's not going to be the goal fest that Magdeburg are expecting. They had 7 goals for, 12 against. I mean, I hope Magdeburg gives a boatload of goals up, but I don't expect it. I'm going to say Schalke win 2-1 on the road and get an important victory, a much-needed victory, gets us back on track and gets everyone's hopes up once more. I don't know. Let us know in the comments your thoughts. What are your predictions for the game? What's the score that you predict? And don't forget to like and subscribe. Glück auf.